Hi, this is Mark Black from YourBestYearYet.ca, answering your 10 most frequently asked questions about how to handle difficult, challenging situations in your life. And specifically in this series, we're talking about job loss, although the principles apply and many of the questions are the same no matter what you're dealing with. The third question I would say that I get most often is, well, how do I tell my spouse? When we go through a crisis situation like losing our job, but maybe it's, we lost money gambling, or maybe you have a drinking problem that you need to talk about, or maybe you are feeling like your relationship is falling apart. Whatever the crisis is, it's how do I tell the people that I love? So many people make situations so much worse by trying to avoid telling the people they love. We want to spare their feelings, we want to spare them stress, and so we try and solve the problems on our own instead of sharing them and discussing them with each other. And that's totally a backwards way of thinking. The whole point of being in a relationship is that you are a team, that you work together. And so the best thing that you can do is tell the person that you love right away, so that you're on the same page, you're honest, everybody knows what's happening, and you can work together on the problem. Because when you try and keep it from your loved one, all you do is cause yourself more stress. Because now you're trying to keep a secret, you're trying to solve a problem on your own, you're trying to act like everything is normal, and almost every time people do this, they just make things worse. You've all heard the story about someone who lost their job and was going to just try and replace it without their spouse knowing. And so they go off to work every morning pretending like they still have their job. But the days and weeks go by and they don't find a job, and then they get discouraged, and then they get depressed, and then big issues can come along, like they start going to a bar, or they start going to a casino, or they get into all kinds of other problems. And what was a rather significant but still manageable problem turns into a huge crisis. And so what you need to do is get on the same page with your spouse right away. Tell them right away, and just be straightforward and honest. Now, most of the time we don't want to do that because we have a fear that they're going to blame us. We feel guilty, we feel shame, and we don't want to let them know that we failed. But again, that's why you're in a team. If they were in that situation, if they had lost their job, would you not want your partner to tell you? Do them the courtesy of trusting them enough to do the same for them. I hope this has been helpful for you. Stay tuned for the next answer to the next FAQ, where we're going to talk about how to tell your kids about a job loss or a crisis in your life. And until next time, for more information about how you can turn challenges into opportunities for tremendous growth, go to YourBestYearYet.ca.